type of thing, or host it at the school, and have somebody cater the food in, or that kind of thing.
I think the cost is excessively higher than it is now. And I am not in favor of putting the board members to work with no more volunteers than what we've got.
I agree.
For all throughout the year, and just taking on an extra event like eat dinner is asking too much.
Okay, all right. So we want to continue to hold it and host it at that same place next year.
And then, unless
somebody comes
or
up.
something comes up, you know, where
Yeah,
we
like I
can
said,
find
we're open
something.
to options.
I know that, you know, there, because of the alcohol, there's at least one volunteer that cannot attend.
And I have one to help with July 4th. They could do their.
All right, great.
Yeah, so certainly can keep our options open, but at least we, you know, we know that venue works well. I don't think it does. As long as we plan it well enough in advance and they give us an area like that.
We have any success over there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're online, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was just publishing it to our website.
All right, thank you. Sorry for the delay in broadcasting. We did have some technical difficulties this evening. And as we got started with some power being out in some of the receptacles here in the building. So on to the next item, which is the pro disposal contract. The current contract expires on February 28th, 2015. There is no worries. I've already been in negotiations, and this is an ongoing discussion that we've had. You know, we have looked at different vendors to see whether or not we can get a better rate. Anything else? I have made probably about 30 phone calls now to try to look at getting a better contract, lower rates, all those kind of things. And for what we're getting from Pro Disposal, I cannot find anything better. And so I have been working with RJ and Dennis and preparing them, even though the February 28th, I told them that I needed to present to you guys the renewal option that of a four-year renewal option to the original contract that we started back in 2009. And then we turned around and did some minor clarification and changes in October of 2011. And as that agreement stands, the new four-year term would commence on March 1st and would expire on February 28th. So I want to first ask for a motion to accept the terms of the renewal of the agreement.
Do we have a motion?
I'm asking for a motion.
I have a question.
That'll be discussion.
That'll be in the discussion.
Okay, that's fine, go for it.
Motion, second, discussion,
Okay.
vote. So do I have a motion? I have a motion.
I'd second.
Discussion.
Discussion comes back.
Okay, easy question.
Cost change for homeowners.
That was my question. Are the terms the same as they were?
Terms are the same as they have been within the contract.
That's awesome.
Okay, so there's, he had the same question. Was there any change in rates?
So it's in here that right? Now you say change the specification of fax letter, which we don't have, right?
That was originally the, that was the original
Okay.
fax letter that was sent to them in October of 2011.
And that's
Which
what
was,
continues those.
right,
Okay.
I think it's in the October news minutes beyond.
right, from 20, right.
Okay, can we fix the spelling of representatives? That's slaughter.
Oh. Sure.
It just, I mean, that's the only word I can see that's got any problem. All right, I read through the rest of it. It's like, how do we totally slaughter one word?
Okay. It's simple. I didn't do that. All right. So beyond that, is any other discussion? All right. If not, call it to order. All those in favor? Aye. Passes unanimously. So we're passing along the contract for 4 years on the pro disposal. I'm gonna make the correction, and then I will reprint it and sign it.
And then,
And then I will send it to them, and I'll have it back probably within the next 2 days. All right. New business. Troy sent me his formal letter of termination requesting that even though he is going to, his term expires at the end of this year, he requested to come on board, so we are graciously accepting his termination from the board. With that, allow things to stay even quo. Give me 2 minutes. To stay even quo as far as when people are voted in, etc. What I would like to propose is that we continue to keep carrying on through board approval through this year, so that she can be voted in next year, so that we keep some balance rather than having it all pushed towards 1 year and then having nothing there. So,
do we need a formal vote for that?
yes, we do.
I think that Carrie, if you're willing to fulfill another year of role, that you would, that we
Continue on
to that position.
okay? Do I have a second?
Yes.
I have a second. Any further discussion? There's no further discussion, and you may abstain from this vote.
Yeah.
All those in favor? Aye. With one abstention. All right. So, that are on tonight, and we are. Yes. If you can all have some discussion for a few moments while I go take care of regarding what roles and who would like to fill the following roles: President, Vice President, Secretary, and Treasurer. I will be right back.
And technically,
Bart.
Jillian was our treasurer.
Secretary and treasurer?
And actually, Jeremiah was,
Jeremiah was.
well, then, after she stepped out, Jeremiah was gonna do it, right? And then I think Troy was officially secretary, right? And then,
I think the ball kind of bounced
because
around.
when Jillian got her new job, kind of, and things she knew that was happening, so we kind of had to jostle around, but
Just to take it back, if you don't know, she also had to step away. She gave birth to a little boy early last year. So, we both did job, so.
right,
We had to take her back.
All right.
so we ended up kind of moving positions, and so, but Alan has been doing the financials because we've had an issue also with computer accessing some.
So, well, yeah, there's been a little bit of trouble with computer access. So, I've been helping Jeremiah do the treasury stuff, even though he's listed as the treasurer. So I can keep a very close eye on everything that goes in and goes out.
Does Jeremiah maybe try to stay treasurer?
I don't know. I don't know that he has any affinity one way or another. However, we could give him a call and ask him if he would like to do that. And if not, one of the great things, if he doesn't answer, one of the great things about being absent for a meeting is you get volunteered to things.
Yes, I've known that since meeting of 12. Yeah.
That's how I wound up as treasurer the first time I was on the board. So,
I'm happy to be secretary.
all right. So you guys had some discussion while I was out, briefly. So were there any nominations for who should take the role of president?
We just let you do it.
I
I second that.
All right. And I accept the role of president for an additional year. Did Tom express any desire? Okay. And you said you would be willing to, so I will nominate her for the role of secretary. Do I have anybody who would like to second that?
I will.
You accept? So we have that. Tom, do you care to continue on in your role as executive vice president?
Yes. And Jeremiah will continue as treasurer if so appointed.
Okay, so,
Okay, I nominate Tom as executive vice president.
okay, I'll second that. And I will nominate Jeremiah for the role of treasurer.
And he already accepted that, and I'll second that.
Okay, all right. So with the roles as myself as president, Tom as vice president, Jeremiah as treasurer, and Erica as secretary, I will make a final call to order. All those in favor of those appointments? Aye. All right. All those are going to go forward. Great. Thank you. Now, next in your packet, item C. You will see that there are,
Item D.
item D. Yes, item D. Item D, Ironwood Herb Care. There are two different things that are here, and we'll take them. One is the first 3 pages. So as you know, we do have the weed control that we do every year. And the weed control for this year, it's actually gone down a little bit. I saw how much we paid last year. We paid about $4,900 last year. So the price is roughly about the same, within $20 of what it was. If we pay it by the 1st of April, we save $244 if we pay for the full thing. So what we cover is weed control along Quincy, Hampton, Chambers, the inner circle there along Mission Parkway. Turn around and we take care of several bits of sidewalk because they seem to get really out of control. One of those is along Memphis, and to the outside of Mission Parkway is all within the contract here. That kind of goes from Alicia Parkway to Mansfield, and there's anyway, the whole area is listed within the contract. And it covers 5 weedings. The first one would be March, April. The next one would be in May, then one in June, then one in August. Those are traditionally what we have been doing. I know that we try to push at least the one like in April, we try to push it towards part of April as much as we can. But we'll turn around and talk about specific dates when we get to spring cleanup. Because the goal is that it will start off with to be sprayed approximately 5 to 7 days prior to us doing spring cleanup. That'll kill the weeds before we go and try to yank them and everything else. Okay, so this is, although it is part of our budget, this is a large expense, and I usually, in the past, we have turned around and had the discussion on this particular thing and got the approval of the board for this expense. So I call to get a motion on this expense. Okay, I have Doug making the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I have a second from Tom. Any further discussion on the contract?
Based on what we saw last year, I thought they hit pretty good in their timing. Do we have anywhere in here any kind of a, if for some reason a storm came up and they just sprayed and it kind of wipes it out, do they do a reapply?
Yes. The agreement that we have with them, and it's written actually in another part of the contract, it's actually not here.
That's what I thought about, I just want to make sure we're.
Essentially, they turn around and notify me when they spray, right, or when they're going to spray. If after 7 days, we still see those particular areas, I give them a call. If I didn't give them a call at approximately 10 days out from when it was sprayed, they come by and they check it. But if we still see a whole bunch of weeds pop up there after 7 days, they do, or if a spring storm hit or whatever, they'll turn around and they'll reapply. Okay, no additional cost.
I thought so, but since I didn't see it, I wanted to just confirm that was there.
Right. Okay. All right.
Will we have enough money
Yeah.
to pay the full?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We've typically done that. We've taken advantage of the discount.
Yep. Remember the other page from the financials where I had the 4650? Yeah.
That's like 5% off, right?
Huh?
It's like 5% off, right? Is that what we get?
Yeah, it's probably.
All right. So, any further discussion? If there's no further discussion, I call it to order. All those in favor of the mutual contract? Aye. Passes unanimously. Second part of the Ironwood Earth Care is we are now down to 24 trees along Hamden and Chambers. Of the 24 trees, there are 4 trees that still need to be removed because they're dead along the exterior. And there are another 20 trees that have dead wood and need to be raised and cleared. So right now, the only thing left is the stump, and so they need to be stumped around, etc. So the next or the last page is the back part of the page there that you see. The idea is to turn around and we can pick and choose any, all, or none of the following items, or we can wait items towards the end of the year. So typically we've waited towards the end of the year to see like October, November timeframe to turn around and see if we have any additional funds that are going to be in the account. Turn around and to take care of this expense. I did want to let you know that this offer, and they said that it will be good for us through the end of December.
Okay.
So if we so choose, I know that as we take a look, for example, there's we're going to be working along Chambers for this under the grant proposal. My thought was to turn around and to at least take care of the deadwood and the clearing along Chambers sooner rather than towards the end of the year, so that as we get done with that stuff, that we are pretty much done with things along Chambers. So I would like to make a motion that we okay them to do the work for that $600 worth of work along Chambers to remove the 6 dead ash bulbs and stuff that are still there, and then hold off on the other $2,100 worth of work until the end of the year.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. Simply because I would like to at least the outside of Bishop View to look presentable.
So that's a second.
So there's a second.
Discussion wise, I'd like to just, the city has started doing a little more aggressive cleanup of their city-owned trees. They marked a lot of them and have taken out trees and stuff along Quincy, quite a few of them. So is there any
I'm going to be working with
opportunity for them to take these out?
they will not.
On their own.
Okay, I will tell you that the city will not remove dead wood and raise and clear. They will cut down to the stump and that's it. And so there's a possibility that I can turn around and get them to maybe take the 4 ash in the center and us having to deal with the 14 stump raises along Hamden. By the way, these costs, right, they don't include anything having to do with trimming of the 20 trees that will still remain, right, along the exterior. And my thought is that they are city-owned trees, they're on city property, and the city needs to turn around and take care of that part of it we're just turning around trying to do the stuff that we had said that we would.
So, question, it says remove the ash on Hampton Road, so we will not get rid of chambers?
If you notice, the trees are already gone, but when the city took out some of those trees, and that work was done, they only took it down to, the stump,
Okay.
okay? So that leaves us with some other problems, and they should be stump ground so that it provides a,
So remove means cut it down, and then the clear means to have the.
right,
stump.
right.
Okay.
I have a question as far as the trees go. Have they already been spraying any of the trees?
Are they spraying any of the trees along the outside?
Inside and outside?
No. We don't contract for spraying of any of the trees. There's two reasons for that. It's because any spraying that is done above requires that, all that stuff will drip down, and those are public walkways, and we won't do that. We'll turn around and we'll put the weed control down to the ground, but we don't want to have anybody, that would require a sidewalk closure. And sidewalk closures along with street closures cost an enormous amount of money through the city. So we want to try to stay away from that at all when possible. The spraying of trees on individual properties and in the parks is either, in the parks, it's the city's responsibility, and on individual properties is the responsibility. So, all right, so we had the motion then to turn around to accept the partial, so item number 3 of this, and to push this. The other items 1 and 2 till towards the end of the year. We already had it second, we've had the discussion. So I'm going to call to order. All those in favor? Aye.
I have a question about that, about the 3 on, or the 6 ash on chambers. Are they up by Holy Love? Or is that up?
No, they're spread out.
Huh?
They're spread out
They're spread out.
through both areas.
Do they take out the stumps?
They do the stump grinding along with it.
There are a couple of stumps that I worked on the last few weeks. They are near the library.
If they are on chambers, they're included in this group.
They're gonna take those stumps out?
Yes.
That would be absolutely wonderful, because they roll all these things out, and pretty soon you have like 10, 15
Right.
bags of trash
Trash.
from that one stump.
Right. And
So they're
that's-
gonna take them out?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So,
Is there anything on our website that indicates where the other trees that are being allocated to be taken care of? The reason I'm wondering is like, I don't want to get inundated and maybe there are some trees that need to come down, but there are some.
no, what winds up happening
Just on the
is,
other side of the library, where they is talking about, there's 3 trees that are all getting there since last year. Just around